The moment we have been waiting for is here. This is Congressman Ron Paul. Just this week, the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee passed my Audit the Fed bill without restricting its thorough audit language. So we're all set for a vote before the entire U.S. House this July on a complete audit of the Fed. I'm contacting you today because there is no time to waste. You and I must act now to help ensure House passage of my Audit the Fed bill. I know we have many political battles going on at the moment, but none are more important than this one. Matt Hawes from Campaign for Liberty will explain the details in just a minute. Campaign for Liberty is once again taking the lead in pushing Audit the Fed forward, just as they have done for the past few years. All our hard work is paying off. Together we can make history in the next few weeks.
Thanks, Congressman Paul. With the vote on Ron Paul's Audit the Fed bill fast approaching in the U.S. House, you and I must ensure every freedom-loving American is ready to act. The Fed sits in shadows no more. For years, the Federal Reserve has toiled in secrecy, with its propping up of world banks, bailing out of cronies, and printing a fiat currency not just unregulated, but largely unknown. Those in the Washington establishment and global elite knew all about it, though. They knew the Fed propped up Wall Street bankers. They knew it floated loans to third-world dictators. They knew it was devaluing the dollar and risking our entire economic system. They were just hoping the American people wouldn't find out. But from coast to coast, Americans are waking up to the Fed's disastrous history and actions. They're not only learning about all the problems the Fed causes in our economy, but they're so outraged, they're demanding Congress take action. The Fed put the American people on the hook for trillions. And remember when the head of the Fed refused to tell Congress where our money went just a few short years ago? Times sure are changing. And now, Campaign for Liberty wants to shine the maximum possible spotlight on the Fed by passing Congressman Paul's H.R. 459, the Federal Reserve Transparency Act. As you know, Campaign for Liberty's fight against the Fed, and especially our Audit the Fed effort, has the banksters shaking in their boots. Desperate to hold on to both their power and their secrecy, they've done everything they can to stop our fight for transparency at the Fed. But we're not backing down. Instead, we're turning the pressure up. We're already fresh off one victory, as Audit the Fed just passed the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee without being watered down to make the banksters happy. Now, we stand on the verge of making history in the U.S. House. Campaign for Liberty is planning a massive grassroots tidal wave of action for the time surrounding this historic vote, but only your help today will make these plans possible. First, we want to make sure millions more Americans hear about the outrages perpetrated by the Fed and realize they can take action. With your help, we can unleash the biggest assault on the Fed in our history by recruiting these Americans to help us pass Ron Paul's Audit the Fed bill. Our multi-step plan will include TV ads, web ads, direct mail, and phone calls. It is my goal to contact 5 million Americans in the coming weeks and rally them to help us make this massive push to audit the Fed. None of this will be cheap, though. In fact, if I can count on our members to stand by us now, I'm hoping to raise $1.5 million in the coming weeks to spread the word far and wide. It's no secret that money is tight for most people these days, including Campaign for Liberty. And we certainly know there are other worthy places to put your money. Believe me, we understand. But time is running out to put all of our plans into motion. I'm afraid if we let the opportunities we have this year slip away, our fight to audit and then end the Federal Reserve will be set back years. You and I have never had a better chance to win this battle. Our issue has never had a bigger spotlight, a broader appeal, or more public evidence on our side, thanks to all of your hard work and CFRL's efforts to spread the word these last few years. The American people heard all about the TARP bailouts. They heard about QE1 and 2, and they know another round could be on the way soon. They saw the Fed bail out the central banks of Europe. They see our debt mounting and our dollar crumbling, and they're angry. It is time to rally them to our cause and finish this fight. Campaign for Liberty must move forward with our grassroots activism plan in advance of the House vote. Will you help Campaign for Liberty take advantage of our historic opportunity to pass